Hello, you beautiful nerds, geeks, and gamers, and welcome back to the Canadian Convention Network report for the month of May. Now, I just want to remind you amazing con-goers that the Canadian Convention Network report is brought to you by our amazing sponsors over at Harry Tarantula Comics and Games, your downtown Toronto source for all things nerdy. Anyhow, we are here in front of the Transmedia Zone at Ryerson University, where the Canadian Nerd Channel has just pitched for our very first workspace. So definitely make sure to keep your toes and fingers crossed and wish us the best of luck. Anyhow, without further ado, let's jump into your convention rundown for the month of May. And your conventions for the month of May begin with Fur A, which takes place May 2nd to the 4th in Edmonton, Alberta. Vancouver Web Fest, which takes place May 2nd to the 4th in Vancouver, British Columbia. Fan Expo Regina, which takes place May 3rd to the 4th, once again in Regina, Saskatchewan. 80s Toy Expo, which takes place May 4th in Mississauga, Ontario, and which we will be at, so we hope to see you there. Ottawa Comic Con, which takes place May 9th to the 11th, and that is in Ottawa, Ontario, as you'd expect. TCAF, or the Toronto Comic Arts Festival, takes place May 10th to the 11th, and that takes place at the Toronto Reference Library in Toronto, Ontario. Can Games follows that on May 16th to the 18th in Ottawa, Ontario. Following that is Oda Fest, which takes place May 16th to the 18th in Calgary, Alberta. Following that is East Coast Comic Expo in Moncton, New Brunswick on May 17th. Superfan Comic Con follows that on May 17th through the 19th in Toronto, Ontario, and we certainly hope to see you guys there. Anime North follows that, the Epic Anime North, that's right, May 23rd to the 25th of 2014, once again in Toronto, Ontario. What the Fur takes place May 23rd to the 25th in Montreal, Quebec. Sci-Fi on the Rock takes place May 23rd to the 25th in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. Following that, we have VanCaf, which takes place May 24th to the 25th in Vancouver, BC. Following that is Fun Expo, May 24th, 2014 in Welland, Ontario. After which is Vancouver Comic Con, May 25th in Vancouver, BC. And then finally, in the month of May, we have the Terminal City Tabletop Convention, which takes place May 3rd through June 1st in Burnaby, BC. All right, well, that is it for your convention rundown for the month of May 2014. There are tons of conventions on the horizon, so we hope to see you out there at least a couple of them, as they promise to be tons of fun. We'd also like to strongly recommend that you guys check out our amazing sponsors, the Canadian Convention Network, and they offer you guys awesome listings on a weekly basis and much more in depth than even we offer. So please make sure to check them out. Moreover, also check out our amazing sponsors, Harry Tarantula, as previously mentioned. And until our next Canadian Convention Network report, make sure to stay tuned and subscribe. Cheers and happy conning.